Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining in. So, this is going to be Superman Lois Season 4, Episode 7, and there's going to be some spoilers if you haven't seen it yet, but if you have watched it, let me know what your thoughts are. This episode goes a little bit of a flashback to Season 1, Episode 1, where Superman has the classic comics save with the green car, and we get to see him a little bit more with the Jimmy Olsen, we get to see him a little bit more on the Daily Planet, we get to see him a little bit more. Um, Also, we get to see some of more iconic tearing off the shirt and flying out. So we also get to see a little bit more of Clark, how he was trying to save this secret, how he was trying to how much he worked to keep this as a secret, and come to find out he's had power since 4 years old. So he worked. Really hard to keep the secret, and but also which is kind of explains how he raised the boys and how the boys were brought up. Also, it was nice to also get a flashback to Jimmy Olsen. I liked it when Jonathan and Jordan had an altercation in front of the movie theater. This says, "I still don't know what you did last Flag Day on the movie theater." So that's a nice little nod to, uh, I assume I know what you did last summer franchise. Clark wants the kids to keep the family secret better. And Jonathan, I like Jonathan. Jonathan's a little bit more sarcastic. He always finds these, like, the bad moments to throw in one of those sarcastic jabs in there. And it was nice to see Jimmy's and Clark's relationship. The diner scene was really cool. And then he had a press conference in his house where with the interview with the Jimmy Olsen's sister, who is also Clark's longtime friend. I like how Chrissy and Kyle were trying to start a family, and then Clark and Lois will buy out Chrissy's share from the Gazette in order for them to afford a house and start a better life, and a new life, excuse me. And at the end, it was nice to have Jimmy and Clark kind of close off the episode. So I feel like this is kind of focusing on what's going on currently in the Smallville with these characters, while on the background, I think what's going to be is Lex Luthor is going to be brewing up some major damage. And I think this is going to while Lex is kind of down, and even though Clark said Lex is in Metropolis, but who knows? Who knows? And so I think what's happening during this time is Lex is just putting things together, analyzing, figuring things out, trying to build that suit, and in order for to really kind of go toe to toe with Superman. And the flashbacks again were really cool. The softball scenes were really cool, and of course Tyler is such a great Superman, and the suit looks really awesome. It was like almost like a greenish, blackish, darker tones. I like the details on it too. It looks like there was S's. So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm enjoying this season. I feel like there's a lot of these happy moments right now, and a lot of chapters are being closed off, and like Chrissy's and Kyle's new life, Lana's daughter going off to study abroad. So they're sending off characters away. But what I also think is going to happen is that I think this is going to hit the fan probably later on down the line of the season, where the things are just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse, and there's going to be a lot of consequences. There's going to be a lot of tough decisions. They're going to need to be made. So, but yeah, this was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. There is, it was nice to see a relationship between Kyle and Jordan. Kind of, they're sticking together. They are now a little bit more bonded, versus they were before. They were a little bit more, separated, mainly because Jordan was getting powers and Jonathan didn't. But now they are both sharing that burden, because we realize that Jordan is a little bit more mature now, and Jonathan is learning, but he's learning pretty quickly. The diner scene, awesome. It was so cool because I mean he shot a gun at Clark, and he took the glasses off, and while the bullet is going, just to see how fast Superman is, he has a time to just slow things down, look around, figure it out, think about it, and then right as the bullet hits, and it was that scene where the bullet hit his chest was like just crumpling. That was really, really cool. I really enjoyed that. So, but let me know what your thoughts are about this episode. I'm sorry this is a shorter video, and but let me know what you think, because well, again, I think Lex is in the background somewhere, just planning and scheming, and that's the thing about Lex. He always has a plan A, B, and C, and I think that's what is going to hurt them while they are fixing their relationships and trying to manage everything. I feel like that Lex is using this opportunity to really advance his plan. But also now that Clark is out and he provided an interview, everybody knows who Superman is. Um, I've hopefully maybe we'll get to see more different characters step up as far as from the DC universe, as far as the heroes. We still haven't seen Brainiac yet. We still, and I think that's gonna maybe come into play later on. But my goodness, yeah, this is shaping up to be uh, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to say farewell to this, because it's such a good show, and it was nice to have that feedback back to the season one, episode one, of his saves and his costumes and how he was behaving, as far as, and then why he kept those secrets, why he just how much discipline that he has in order to sustain his identity. So, let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm sorry I've been a little bit quiet. I'm kind of dealing with my dog is not feeling well, but I will be back and I'll be doing more reviews. So, thanks very much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys at the next review.